do be a keepy poo-poo moment, not gonna lie. Tell me when you can hear me.
This is all I can see. So no, I cannot hear you. There you are.
Why? Oh, did it glitch or something?
Oh no, that thing. Maybe from the time you started it, like the 10 seconds or whatever delay that happens in the time.
Oh my god. Well, you can hear me then, right?
Yes.
Okay, well I'm gonna mute myself and then, yeah. What? What? No. No. I was actually gonna name myself that in the first place, that's what makes it funnier. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna go that far, I'll go with Soda. Let's use Deli Pick to get a screenshot of this.
What were you originally gonna name him?
What?
What were you really originally gonna name yourself?
What you are named right now?
No fucking way.
Yeah.
You were gonna
I was gonna do the C one instead.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I didn't name myself that, because I was like, that's too messed up, so I'm gonna do with Soda.
I hate it here.
I'm gonna mute myself. Why do I sound like a child when I'm recorded? Alright, geeks and gamers.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
I love that line.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me? Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
Is this a Heather's reference?
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself! Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that!
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps
Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence!
I don't know where this one's gonna go.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cot.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi then... Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
I have no idea.
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the... If nobody has an alibi...
No, that's wrong!
I honestly didn't think I was gonna get that.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Dang, this is a short trial.
Hiya!
I don't wanna...
Stop it!
We'll have to read. And Monami's gonna be like, oh, try your best. Or not. Apparently not. No,
I'm Monami!
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Same.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
I love him.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions? It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
The answer isn't here.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way you'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did she go to the music venue? No way!
Maybe the killer. If that's not, maybe she got abducted by.
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did she go to the music venue? No way!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted.
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
I agree with that. It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
This music poppin'.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the disparities, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't move! Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk! I'll shut you up right now! Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something.
The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room.
Forcibly abducted her!
The girl is so small and weak-like.
And that's why the killer targeted her!
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later!
I can't back down!
No.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's spot. Her kimono was all messed up!
No. I hacked up.
Crap! Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's spot. Her kimono was... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words!
See, this was like 10 times harder than Gundam's.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes, do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi,
yes.
It seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
I love them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
I love Gundam
When she
so
went to the
much.
venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet? Oh, am I allowed to speak?
No.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no—
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Me.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Strange. It's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
There it is. Go. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I didn't read. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I didn't mean to click that. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, did I do this? This is a delay problem.
I can prove it with this! If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
I love seeing Gundam's scarf just like a little bit. He's so cute.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
I was like, yeah, we're leaving this to you, Hajime, because you are the protagonist. suspicious spot. I don't know where.
Here!
Big brain.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music video.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Oh no. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Oh no. Oh no. I have no idea. How am I getting these? I don't know what I'm typing. I don't know what I'm typing. I don't know what's happening. Can I please? I hope you're enjoying my pain. No. Please. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die just because of this, I swear. I swear it's gonna happen. I'm gonna cry. No! Please, you know, if I die from this, I'm gonna cry. I did it.
got it!
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
It was really painful, believe me.
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
I swear this is gonna be even worse. Because I think this is a logic diet. Yeah. Wish me luck. My life is already so low, I might actually die. It would be pathetic if I actually die, because I think I had a really big problem with this one last time. I don't know. We aren't going to talk about that. I'm getting anxiety. This is why I'm going on pills. It is. I think I need to. I can't see. Yo, stop. Stop stressing me out, Hajime. Please. I really hope this is right. It is, I'm big brain, don't worry about it.
It's all coming together!
The first trial has a really bad logic dive that I failed really bad.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then, only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start, and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Smash that bad boy.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is
Well,
amazing
they're not
enough.
fighting. Or they are fighting, just less killing each other. I thought they're gonna, oh god. I have to remember the name of the room. I think I know it though. Give me an O. See, I can show off my skills in this one because I know what's happening now. I'm dumb. Ignore the fact that I said I was gonna show off, because I'm definitely gonna die in this one. There's so many R's and I'm ignoring them. Don't even worry about me. Please get away from me. Oops, I didn't realize those two were gonna hit each other. That's fine, I got this. Okay, there's no way I can stop that one regardless. Conference room. Why are you going so fast? Baba booty. I got it! Baba booty.
Baba booty. It was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
There's no way the conference and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
He might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the Hajime. You're pretty stupid.
There's no way to find the music venue.
Which place was it? Did the conference room look like the... Or did the music venue look...
Or did they make some kind of set?
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? No. Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
He might have tampered with the camera.
I didn't mean to. I accidentally hit it. If Hajime dies because of this, I'm gonna cry. Hold up. We need to talk about this. Hold up. I am...
Damn it!
I died, but I think it was worth it to see that voice line.
Immediately.
Are you gonna see what happens when Hajime dies?
This is our end? We will never give up!
Getting my full health back, baby.
There's no way to turn the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must be it!
Good thing I messed up on the first one.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid!
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out,
Do you have any other any different ideas of who the killer might be? Are you still convinced it's who you thought it was before?
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors.
Do you have any other killer ideas?
but that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Fair enough. It's gotta be that. I actually have no idea. It's gotta be the candle then.
I can prove it with this!
Yep.
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right?
Oop, didn't mean to hit that. I'm dumb.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue were so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room,
Then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Wake up! You better wake up before you go to weapon!
It was the killer pretending. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim. By that time,
I'm saying you better wake up before you get a whooping.
Already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her,
Your eyes were
there's
closed.
no way
That
it
looked
happened
right
during
at
the
him.
day.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video, there's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Through the west sword. We would have been at the hospital to film it.
You're the only one!
I already clicked it, so.
Mika, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
The killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence? At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just
You
like
better
Akane
name it
said,
before you get a whooping.
it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan. is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
Bro, Gundam's voice actor hates Mikon, so he drew out that line just because he hates her.
In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
He drew out that line too.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else's trial, but I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well,
You better name it before you get a whipping.
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Damn! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope is used like this.
You better name it before you get a whooping. You better name it before you get a whooping.
Ibuki's neck. Hold both ends at full strength and strangle them. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too, just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then,
I finished speaking.
You better do name.
You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
You best keep on name before I will give you a whooping.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the road burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the road?
But we believed it was. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the road burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Nope.
Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the... Though hanging and strangling, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the road burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it!
I thought I did that.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you? You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! But first of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
true.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mika.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you do, you forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is... Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. It's because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forget me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Why did you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already! I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different buttons.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
You can't think of anybody who could have filmed it.
Deep is the handbag off is the hospital gown. Or could it be the hospital slipper?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have...
Is that really yours? You can tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
I failed this one. I think I died twice trying to do that one last time, so...
You've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself? The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible. You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Oh crap. I was just trying to skip through that. Waiting until you forgive me, that bag is a limited item. That's why the crime is impossible for anyone to pull off. This chick, she is lost. For good, will you forgive me? You'll forgive me.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please,
at the same...
This is the end!
Balabooey.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier. Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize.
But Balabooey.
Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Balabooey. Fuck that bitch.
Struggles finally to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mika, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Here we go.
Everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the...
You better know me before you get away from here. You best be known.
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon as well, I noticed the same thing in the lobby.
Harry, I will beat you.
The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was...
Harry.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was...
Haley.
A person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. That was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music video from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music video and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. after destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Oh, that makes me sad.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go! Correct!
That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Tsuno.
Damn it!
You gotta be kidding me. I assume Mikon, the one you suspect of Hulk, was the one who killed them.
I won't forgive you!
Don't lie with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? You planned to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
She's nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing you can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the news constantly keeping new.
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say? I know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She's the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. Despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? And that means she was...
What?
Hey, Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Oh, my phone's dying. I'll just be continuing it though. I'll keep on. This will be on autoplay while I'm plugging in my phone.
It cannot be.
Perhaps...
You best not be falling asleep, because I'll kill you.
See? Jeez. Isn't that right?
Ultimate despair. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong. Wrong. That's wrong. What I did was
For the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
You better nay-nay before you get a whooping. I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to understand that all that is truly
love.
What love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity, I feel sorry for you.
Well...
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. I have a feeling of freedom when you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking through it. I'm joining the Zoom again. Just so I can see. That's why as long as
how amazing!
Nothing matters. I can just die, that's how little it matters. Who cares about hope and despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. Hi, I'm back. I'm going mute now. Remember? I remember. Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you have the remembering disease?
But
this means you remember something and ended up like this.
Such despair.
You were like this from the start? Were you like this before you became this island? Don't get so angry. First off, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the reason I am today because of my many human relationships. So it's everyone's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me is the most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That's the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's all about that World Ender organization that you were all worried about.
You serious?
You know? No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization was World Ender. It's also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation. Future. That's right, the symbol on the ancient ruined door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Hey, just what is this Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh? You knew it. Monami and Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
Mine's this is just tiling my own.
Hey,
don't laugh. Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. See, the Future Foundation that's like Lackey that's hiding among you all. Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Aw, hey. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when the countdown ends. Countdown? Did you even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? Feeling that's what it is. Who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just can't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is that really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, who's the person we've been spending time with until now? The past. The person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost all our school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend.
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It all just fills me with the despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events. Whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end it always leads back to that story about our stolen school lives.
Hey!
So, it was true all along, our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed!
Punishment time? Why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Tsumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I like how he just eats their hair. This is my least favorite execution out of like old games, I think. The execution's just so stupid and way too sexual, like oddly sexual. It's so stupid. do like this though. Oh, they make Monokuma do the pose. It's finished. Really finished. Killer killed Ibuki. She's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? It's finished. Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Vicon from earlier? Is that a true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. She ended like that just for remembering. All along, Vicon was never worth being a symbol of hope.
What?
Even her words were influenced by the despair disease. The disease turned her into that. She lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and turn it into hope.
Please wait!
This is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. The house of cards collapsed in an instant. In the end, a friend who thought we knew ended up showing a completely different side of herself. And she just vanished from my sight, leaving behind only a malice towards us. And now there's no way we can just move on and try to have a clear-cut attitude about the feelings. It's really hard.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier to choose the traitor too.
Wrong!
Too bad, that's not the truth. Vicon is not the traitor.
Come
The
on!
traitor's still alive. That's proof. How fine see how Monami looks like him now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be as common, right? I mean, we built Pawns and Future Foundation, so you guys are two hearts beating as one, right?
Fiend.
What does that make you, Fiend? You did say that you're different from Monami.
Here!
Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have the time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Hey!
Right eye is made of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, now, nothing telling me to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey!
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's funny because downs come up after ups, right? But if life is full of downs, it would be boring. So now to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Head over to the First Islands Beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friend? Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
It is, isn't it? Nekomaru is safe after all. Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that indeed Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope. I mean, I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but
So just as I
many
thought.
of our friends just died, so I also cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I'm still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Aww. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. The super overload of that line doesn't suit you at all. Silence. I shall crush you into dust. He's very caring, okay? He just can't show it. Hear us? Yeah, I'm happy. I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure he's going to.
Right?
And let's help Nekomaru. Let's keep it going, even for those who can't. What the heck? Do I still have the effects of the disease? I don't think this at all.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? Why are you smirking? Hey! You're plotting something again, aren't you? Why are you uncomfortable?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to him. Them, including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. If something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. muscles. Strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Let's stop them for anything. We kept on running. Okay, where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself.
Listen!
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We looked around the area again. So on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But...
Hey!
What the hell, man? There's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. I heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
I love
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Alright, chapter end.
You